Alright, cool. Say Kolile.
Say that again?
Say Kolile.
Well then, still. I can't
Go on,
do
go
that.
ahead. Say Kolile. Say Kolile.
I don't even know how you make that sound.
There you go.
You clicked.
There you go.
But
Exactly.
that's completely different stuff.
No, it's not.
You're
It's
making
just a
different sounds.
But my tongue is able to pronounce that. You speak
No,
English.
wait. You're not. Your tongue is pronouncing. Your tongue is making a different kind of sound
That you cannot do in the English language.
the English. Fam, most people can't do that with other languages, my guy.
No, but wait.
And you're left for doing that one.
You're now tuned in to the Sliders Podcast. I'm your host, Who's Taff, founder on the pod, aka the champion. And who else do I have in the studio with me? Starting with the right.
You had to think for a second.
I can't smooth intro, and then this nigga just fucked up for me.
I'm so sorry. You got told me the guy senpai.
You've also got Mo, aka YB and the Mo.
And to the left,
And you got your boy Tom.
since that matters, I don't want to confuse no one.
Jeez.
Yeah. So what's been on my mind lately is I don't feel like people that don't speak my language should be able to pronounce my name correctly. I think it's unfair. And and that was just a realization I had recently. But because in the past it's like, oh, why can't you say our names properly? Blah 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 blah. And then I clocked that, wait, you don't even speak our language. Because like sometimes you just have to look outside yourself, innit? Like I can't speak Hindi, so if I heard a Hindi name, I probably wouldn't say it correctly. And it's annoying for the person that speaks Hindi, but you sort of have to understand that, you know, it's just what comes with it. Like, honestly, like what? You disagree?
Yes.
How?
Yeah.
If you get it wrong the first time, that's not down to you. That's just the way you would have said their name. Like if you're speaking like whatever your language is.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you're corrected and they tell you my name is said like this, you can say their name the proper
Okay,
way.
alright, cool. Say Kolile.
Say that again?
Say Kolile.
Well then, still. I can't
Go on,
do
go
that.
ahead. Say Kolile. Say Kolile.
I don't even know how you make that sound.
There you go.
You clicked.
There you go.
But
Exactly.
that's completely different stuff.
No, it's not.
You're
It's
making
just a
different sounds.
But my tongue is able to pronounce that. You speak
No,
English.
wait. You're not. Your tongue is pronouncing. Your tongue is making a different kind of sound
That you cannot do in the English language.
the English. Fam, most people can't do that with other languages, my guy.
No, but wait.
And you're left for doing that one.
Throw him under the bus, man.
I'm not.
no,
You
no.
say you disagree, but I'm simply saying the English tongue. That's why I wanted to use Hindi, like something that doesn't have clicks in it, but still, it's a different dialect. Your tongue, it's like, for example, certain people, or like Japanese people, if I'm correct, they don't have the letter, I think,
Is it R?
R? No,
It's
L.
L. It's L, yeah.
So when they say certain things that we have the letter L in our language, or we pronounce the letter L differently to them, yeah, it's like, what, you're going to force them to suddenly change the way they've been speaking for their life? Like,
But
for
Taff, I
their
swear
life.
you put in mad effort to start saying some mad anime names.
You don't put in effort to fucking say Eren or Mikasa or Naruto or Sasuke. Even then, we're
Taff,
pronouncing-
you man can speak in full sentences in Japanese. I've actually heard you man do it. Just because you put in effort, like
Tom heard a one konnichiwa and fucking.
first of all, don't do that. Don't do that.
And
You,
Brandon
no,
doesn't read.
you man. I've
We
heard you.
don't
Man,
put effort into it, bro. It's simply years of watching anime. Like that's a completely different story. I'm just talking about languages, like whether it's you're encountering French,
what I'm saying,
Portuguese,
I think unless it's something like hella left field, like something clicks, that you're actually physically unable to make that sound with your mouth.
Exactly.
yeah.
Within your parameters,
So left.
English people can pronounce. English people can pronounce a lot of Russian name stuff, but that's not the English
But
language,
not the
is it?
same way an English person can. There'll always be a difference.
But it's not. There's not that much
wait.
Okay,
confusion.
Tom, give us your last name. There's a certain way how do you pronounce your last name properly?
Akingbe.
Pardon?
Akingbe.
Akinbehin. Is that correct?
There's a GB.
Where Akinbehin, like, am I doing it correctly? That's the issue. Like, I'm not Nigerian. I'm not Yoruba. Like,
No, wait.
So you cannot expect me
Wait,
to
Taff,
pronounce it.
that's
For me, I
fair.
even say. Okay, wait. Say your point. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying like you need to get it like you need to get it down pat. Like it needs to sound exactly like how it would sound if someone from that country said it. That's ridiculous. Yeah. You first of all, you don't have the accent.
There.
You weren't raised knowing the language, and
Yeah.
like you said, with the African thing, where if there's clicks involved or Hindu, where there's certain ways they do S's and little things that you don't even notice when you just speak one language, like English, for example. Yeah. But if let's say I say like my full name, Apology, yeah, you can say that. I'm so sorry.
But
Any
is
white
that how
person
it's
can say that.
pronounced in your language?
That's how I've always said it. I'm pretty sure
That's
like,
how you say,
there's
but
more
how
of an
do you
accent.
properly say
There's more
it?
of an accent.
It's actually not that different, tough. It's
yeah,
really not that
yeah,
different.
exactly.
Okay, fair
There's more
enough,
of an
fair enough
accent
to you.
like when you say it in Nigeria or something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But any English person can say my name.
Okay,
It's not
fair
hard.
enough. So, for example, I was going to say, okay, cool, Tafara, yeah?
That's not
Tafara
hard.
is something easy for the English speakers.
Very easy to.
Yeah, but I can't give Tafara to like someone who doesn't speak English and say, okay, cool, say Tafara, because there's probably a language out there that probably can't pronounce my name properly.
Bro, phonetically,
if-
Tafara is easy.
Hey man, I don't do linguistics. You're out here bringing out these terminologies and shit. We're gonna have a
It
linguistics
looks how
person on.
it sounds how it looks. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But that's for Westerners though. Like for people that speak English, it's phonetically easy. That's what I mean. But so okay, my first name now, Wongani, it's spelled with a B, but it's pronounced with a W. So even that one, even if I say Wongani, I don't know if you can say that. Say it.
Wongani. I'll probably not say the W bit properly, but
You know, the whole thing, like Wongani, like you know,
Wongani.
Yo, Wongani,
Wongani.
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 Yeah, like it's meant to be subtle, but for me, I don't put that on people to say it correctly because it's not your language. Like it's just weird. Like us as English speakers can say Sam, Joe, and Dave correctly because we speak English. So white names or European blah 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 names, we can pronounce those correctly. But for us, it's just like you don't speak it. Like, I'm just saying, I've come to terms with that. In conclusion, of my point, essentially. Like,
You come to terms with not having to force someone to be able to
Yeah.
say your name properly.
yeah, I'm not wanting to or expecting them to, because
Oh, okay.
the reason why is because back in the day it was like, oh, why can't white people say our names correctly? My name is Bushola, or my name is Tunde, or like my name is blah blah, like my name is this, that, and the other. Yeah, but then it's like they don't speak the language, bro.
No,
Like,
actually-
it's not even out of malicious intent if they're looking for a nickname. Would you rather have a nickname or someone butcher your name constantly 24/7? Like I'm going with the nickname. I can't lie.
I'm not gonna lie, tough. If you tell someone not to say your name 10 times and it's not a difficult name, and these man still continue to move mad, like, bruv, I have a reason to be upset. In my opinion, tough. Even Tommy, you say homie, but when it comes to swap out the T, swap out the H for a T, it's all kinds of mad now.
So Tommy,
That's it. And even that, people are having trouble with.
to be fair, I don't think it's like, again, like honestly, like when the linguistics people come down here to talk about their stuff, whether they've been here before or this recording comes out, yeah, like maybe they can explain it. But to me, maybe it's not in your brain. Like it's not hardwired into us to even say Tommy like that. You get me,
It's not hard. I'm so sorry, Taff. It's not hard.
It's not a difficult, big man.
bro? Okay, cool. Oh
And don't throw any clicks at me again.
no, no. Okay, cool. Your significant other, you don't say their full name,
I do.
but do you pronounce it correctly?
Yeah, she says I does. So she says I do actually.
Okay.
But tough, even our friend Pranay,
Yeah.
like bad people call him Pranay for time.
Shout out PYM Photography, by
We
the way.
do-
He has a photography business in Manchester, currently based in Ukraine. Takes good photos.
But
Excellent plug. Excellent plug.
but even with his name, for a long time we didn't even know his name wasn't Pranay.
I still say it wrong, but that's out of, like, no, it's just one of those things since high school.
I say Pranay. I say Pranay. I actually say his name right. It's not that difficult, and it's an Indian name.
Pranay, that's his name, and what people were struggling.
Pranay. It's
Everyone said
Pranay,
it
but
Pranay.
people say Pranay. So, like,
That's disrespectful.
I
It's
mean,
not hard. It's not hard.
Because you can say Pranay, tough.
I could go, but that's a unique case. That's a very
Swear.
unique case. It is, but like honestly, that okay. What is it that you don't understand from my point of just saying you just have to hold it? Like you get where I'm coming from though. Like you just have to hold.
Yeah, but some
that
people
people
take extreme pride in their names, especially when let's say you're coming from another country like or continent like Africa or Asia, and you're trying to hold on to your culture. A name is a good way to do that. Like, some people, I'm sure that you guys have heard bare times, what does your full name mean?
Yeah.
And people have been like inquiring and asking because they're interested, yeah. Now, if people are taking the piss out your name because they can't be bothered to say it properly, then in my opinion, it's disrespectful. And I personally wouldn't have it, but I also go by Mo now. So, I mean, I guess I let my name be dumbed down. But yeah, it is what it is.
Jeez.
But to be fair, you guys do the
Happens.
same thing. Like Oluwatobilade, like I mean,
There's
I
no
think-
lad at the end.
Oh, is there?
You always.
Literally-
That's
Oh,
my
no.
name, Taff. That is my name.
what's at the end of yours?
Yeah, it's just a little Toby.
It's just Toby.
Oh.
Oh no, that irritates me. Taff always does it as well.
Oh,
He
no.
knows Oluwatomi Lade is my name, and he always puts that on Toby's name.
Oh, Tom, I don't think the Nigerian
You're
audience
terrible,
will receive that well. What
Yeah.
Tom is saying, it's an inside joke.
It's not an inside joke. It's not a joke.
It's
It's an inside joke for
not.
yourself, Taff. No one
Yeah.
else gets it, bro.
You're the only person in on the joke.
Because
That's a sticky.
no one else in the house pronounces our names wrong. You've pronounced our names wrong. You spell our names wrong.
Okay.
Yep.
Just a bit of banter with the lads. You know, nothing too serious. You know, we all have nice, unique names, and we like to make jokes. You know. All right, next topic.
Wait, dude. But to be fair, how do you feel about a case where because I have a friend, he's him as well. His last name's Nakube.
N-Cube.
Oh,
Every guy named Mube will always say N-Cube. They will always say N-Cube.
I always say
It's not even cool.
How do you actually pronounce it?
Yeah,
Mube. Mube.
Yeah. Like,
Wait, is there a click involved there?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh damn,
Mube.
Yeah.
that's a tough one.
Go ahead, say that one.
No, the clicks actually. Can't lie to you.
Yeah, but imagine I'm now calling Mube and I'm telling you, listen, bro, you have to say my name correctly every time.
No, but then you're being ridiculous.
How?
Because I'm telling you, bro, I'm struggling to do those clicks.
Okay, but it's my name is my name. Like,
Okay, then, but Taff, there's a complete difference. You have to be realistic and have.
Oh, so now there's really. I thought.
Well, I said this before. I said this before, fam. I said this before. I will never be able to pull up and just do clicks unless I put a lot of effort into
Yeah,
learning how to do
and
clicks
each
properly.
language has
And
its
that's me
own
training my
requirements
tongue.
for the correct pronunciation.
That's true, but some are easier than others to say.
Yeah, like Tafaro.
There we go. Most names that don't have clicks in it, yeah, and are phonetically like calm, like they look how they sound.
To
Or they sound like
to
they look.
English
Sorry.
people?
To English people anyway.
Yeah.
I'm talking about English people when I say this. Yeah, it should be easy. Any person can say mo bo la g mobology. It's simple. It actually no. If
How do they pronounce
all
it?
those? Oh, I'm tired.
Well, how do they pronounce it? Well, how do they pronounce it?
Like I don't.
In the workplace, then, are you, with your newfound thing, are you still going to continue with more in the workplace or even in uni? Like,
I'm continuing with Mo just because it's like it's 10 years going at this point. Hey,
it's not even that, no, but in the
Nah,
workplace, are you
nah.
not going to just go by like Mobilaji? Like, just to. So you can always change. Like, no one's
Nah.
saying you have to keep going by Mo.
no, I mean, I'm gonna have to put my full name down on the application thing. And I'm sure
Yeah,
they're
but
gonna
in
be
terms of like when people are
no,
referring
call me
to-
Mr. Cootie. Call me Mr. Cootie. But,
Fair enough.
yeah, but I'll take Mo. Mo's calm. Like
I mean, that's because do you think it's calm or did you learn to love Mo?
no, like what's it called again? So back in primary school, I had my nickname was Moby. Yeah. And that's what most people called me. They either called me Moby or my full name, Apology, yeah. Then hopped in year 7, and then my art teacher was like, she's black by the way,
Okay.
yeah, Jamaican. And she was like, yeah, this is a bit tough.
Yeah.
Like, can I just call
She
you?
said blood clots.
What we're not gonna stand for is cultural appropriation. No. Guys, stop laughing. The only person that's laughing at this one is Taff. The only person that's laughing at that one is Taff. No,
More laughing too, man. That's not like
Taff speaks for Taff and Taff himself. He does not speak for this
Oh,
podcast.
come on, guys.
No, keep your jokes to yourself.
Okay, Tom enjoyed that one. He's behind the camera.
I
but
didn't
he's
enjoy
giggling.
nothing.
But anyway, yeah. So she was like, yeah, can I just call you something different? And I was like, yeah, sure. But I didn't want to say Moby, yeah, because I thought that was a bit childish. Yeah, it sounded a bit like too kiddie. So then she was just like, I can't imagine
Hey, yo,
being called
Moby.
Moby like from early doors. That would have been weird. If I said Moby, I think that would have stuck. And then she was just like, can I call you Mo?
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, sure. And then to me, it sounded like, oh, okay, no one's ever called me Mo before. See how it
Something
goes. Then it stuck.
Yeah.
And everyone started calling me Mo.
That's fair.
So, it is what it is. But she didn't change it on the register or anything like that. She just
True.
called me Mo and then.
For me, I got
Yeah.
listen, the way these man butchered my name. Okay, listen,
Tom.
because what's it called? I was in karate for when I was younger, until I was like 16. I'm pretty much my first karate teacher in Ireland. Obviously, my name is Tommy Lade. And thing is, I didn't use my actual first name. I always taught my Nigerian name.
Sorry,
my
Tom.
first
Could
name.
I pause you?
What?
Can we all take a moment to imagine Tom doing karate?
Wait. I'm not laughing.
why you
What,
laugh?
Tough?
I'm not laughing.
Tough, you think I can't? You guys are fixed, bro.
Cobra King, you know.
I don't understand.
to make sound
You're moving
effects
like I
too,
don't
man.
play sports, Tough. The only person that would look mad if they did karate was you. It will be you.
I'm sorry. Tom.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
what's called? You guys are pricks, bro. I hate you.
He did it.
Yeah, I didn't even carry on talking.
It's always the PSP brothers from school, bro. It's always you, man. But anyway,
Oh man.
listen.
It's a good device.
Pretty much, these man. My name is Oluwatomi Lade, but I never used to use my first name, Emmanuel. I didn't use that when I was growing up. I'm not gonna. I didn't even know that was my name. No one called me that. Never heard it up until I saw my birth certificate. So in karate, I used to write down Oluwatomi Lade as my first name, or just Tomi Lade. Bruv, the way these man butchered my name, I was hearing Tomalade.
Tom.
I was hearing Tomalade. I was like,
Makes sense.
Lemon and Tommy Lade.
Jeez.
No, that's the thing. If you were English and you were Nigerian,
fair.
I think that's what you would say. You'd say
Yeah.
Tomalade.
oh no, these man
Yeah.
were having fun with it, bro.
It's like lemonade, isn't it?
No, these man were saying Tom's getting laid still. Like don't say shit like that, and it was terrible. And I told these man for the longest time, just say Lade, because everyone's saying lad. Just add an A on the end.
Yeah.
Lade.
Well, they.
I thought it was not that deep.
The one thing I would say is that I wish I went with Tafara sooner in high school.
Wait, you.
Because I went with my first name, and like I said, the B's pronounced as a W.
Bongani.
But like so imagine my name.
Bongani.
It's such a my name is such a smooth and gentle name, Wongani. Like it's smooth, and to have that butchered into Bongani, like something vile and aggressive. For your 5 years in high school, fam, it's disgusting.
Hard B, though.
So like because everyone believes it's the B, and like it's the whole high school, and high school's a small place. You're always seeing the same people.
Yeah.
If I could make one public announcement to just set everyone correct, I could, but it's just long correcting people as individuals as you go along, or your teachers or your classmates, everyone. You get me? So you just have to
You just firmed it.
let the masses do their thing. So I got bongs, bungalow, bing bong. I think that my maths teacher, the guy who did the haircut chocolate cake thing, like the
Wait,
maths
Tough,
teacher
which
said
teacher
bing
was
bong.
this?
This was Mr. Oh, can we even say names?
Say his name,
He was
bro.
the head teacher. It was the head teacher.
Which one, Mr. McKenzie?
Well done, Tom.
Ah,
Well done.
Names, man.
You named the head teacher.
I don't care. No, Tap, because those bad teachers in our school that are a bunch of pricks. I'll name them right now.
No, Tom. I don't. We don't. The
Fuck you,
podcast-
Mr. Logan. Listen,
Okay.
Mr. Logan, fuck
The
you.
podcast doesn't need.
you know,
that.
Mr. Logan's a human being too.
Mr.
Tom.
Logan's a prick,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
This is a positive platform, Ted.
Yeah, it is
Nah,
a
he's a
positive
prick.
platform.
He's a racist, bro. I don't
But
like
yeah,
him.
like Bing Bong. Like what else now? But yeah, just stuff like that.
Big
So then
bong.
I
Fuck.
it was playful. But then one might say it was patronizing or microaggressions. But then I'm like, would they to this day as a kid, it's like you look back at those moments and sometimes there'll be times where you can probably say that was definitely 100%. But sometimes I look back and I'm like, nah, but there's no way. These guys were calm. Like, it was just a name. Like, there's no way there was malicious intent. Or even sometimes people can be innocent in their, like, name, like, Bing Bong. Like, it was what it was.
Nah, tough. These man in our school, they were trying to take the piss, bro. No, because the same teachers out here called me Aking Benji. Or what's it called? Sometimes these man would just have a field day. These man would start with Aking, then just go off on gibberish. On purpose, as in these man would just throw whatever syllables together that pops into the
My
head.
name is Akin.
They'll start doing shit like that, bro. They'll start doing Aking. They'll start doing that.
That's a piss take, especially if that's nothing to do with your name. But at what point does it become offensive then, I guess?
There was no J in my name, Toby. There's no J. It doesn't end in the I.
The way I've heard that the way I've heard it delivered as sometimes being offensive is like other people might have an issue with it because I think it's very clear like I've stopped having an issue with it. But it's like, yeah, if you have a name and then they choose to like force a nickname on you that you don't want, that's when it's offensive. Like if you're adamant, I think more it's fair in any sense because like even as a kid, like these are big people like giving you a name, so you might feel intimidated and like telling them, no, my name, like this, that. But in a professional sense, your co-workers like forcing something, saying, "Oh, we call him Moby for short. He loves it. He loves it. He loves it." Like all that stuff there, but you don't love it. Like you've told people that my name is this, and if they keep forcing on you, that's when some people find an issue, because, like Mo said, like sometimes you're just proud of your name and you want people to say your name how it is, even if they get it wrong. To me, I'm more, like I said, I'm more nicknamed than, constantly butchering the name.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think especially if you're not happy with someone calling you, as you said, like a particular name, and then they're just constantly doing it, it's just a sign of like, it's just straight disrespect from that point.
yeah.
Really, just assigning that. Yeah,
Real disrespectful, fam. I'm gonna call you Tabby. No disrespect, respectfully.
respectfully.
Oh my days.
Bongani.
Did you have anything like that in school though, Toby?
Not
Maybe. There's
really.
no way. There's
Actually,
no way.
Oh,
I had a few
the Kunta Kinte.
nicknames. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that Kunta Kinte
That-
story, yeah.
Taff, I swear you've read the joke a
That
couple
story,
times.
Have I said it on camera before?
Yeah, I think no, not on camera, but you
Not
said
on
it
cam,
like
on the pod, I think. Yeah.
no, you definitely said it on pod.
Never on
Kunta
the pod.
Kinte, yeah.
I swear I've said it.
I feel like
Off my-
on
yeah,
Spo-
yeah.
it's on Spotify.
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
yeah.
Tune
Yeah.
in on Spotify to hear about
But-
Toby's story about why they call him Toby and all that stuff there.
Jesus.
His name was Toby before.
My
that.
name was always Toby. Yeah, well, Alua Toby.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the Kunta Kinte store, obviously. But that's something that I got a lot.
Like
And
really.
it
Kunta
was,
Kinte thing.
yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't
Yeah.
good.
So at that point, were they saying Toby? Like at that point, were you just thrown into confusion? Like you didn't know what was real and what wasn't. Like every time people, no, as in like every time after that moment, every time someone said Toby, did you think they were referencing the thing?
Oh yeah, there'd be they'd make it clear though, like with the way they said it, they'd be like Toby, like just some, and it's just
Lord.
jarring because it just happened all the time. But either way, there was that. It was bad. Then I guess I always had Toby. I've had like nicknames thrown about like Tobster, Tobes.
Hey,
Tobias.
Toaster, how's it going? That just sounds like the fucking
No, I think that's just like a general
the
nickname.
PE teacher nicknames.
like the down with the kids.
Yeah, like some of the kids.
Sort of guy, yeah, just them. But like none of them have really stuck. I think it's just easier to say Toby because it's just an easy name. So I think people always try going with the easiest name to say. So if you have something complicated, they'll try easing it. But sometimes you're not happy with what they come out with. So I've never really had that.
Yeah. But to be fair, I feel like I'd assume even if you said my name's Olua Toby, someone would just say, "Oh, Toby, yeah, can I just call you Toby?" Like it's just that one's just very quick. Like let me just call you Toby because it's in the name, like sort of thing.
It was weird. I had a lot of the time, like, because I introduced myself initially as Toby, like, because that's how I just always go about. But I'm like, oh yeah, but my full name's Alua Toby, and they would have some phases where they're like, okay, I'm going to call you Alua Toby from now on. Like 30 minutes later, they're back to Toby.
Yeah, I've heard of them ones.
You've got that as well.
I've heard of them ones. Like, I want to make a big effort to say your name.
And then they gave up.
You roll your eyes because you know that's a lie. You've heard
Nigga
that.
said mobile logic and cut out, fam. But yeah, Toby isn't even that mad. Like, what is it? Like Toby, like easy.
You're a mug. It's
You're,
T.O.B.
you know you're taking the piss as well.
Oh
You're
no!
disgusting.
The thing is, guy. Okay, viewers. When I tell you, Taff is a fucking racist, bro.
Whoa!
The way this guy spells and pronounces our names off the camera is disgusting.
It's
It
offensive.
is
That's
actually-
true,
It's a
though.
bit
Tom.
of inside banter with the lads.
No.
know,
You're the
we
only
make
one
our
in on that
jokes.
joke, Taff.
No,
You're the only one in.
Tommy start with Tommy, right? And then Mo is spelled Moe. Alright.
Mo.
And if you ever
And
want to get
it's
in contact with the
Tomi.
sliders, I'll leave their names in the descriptions.
Why
T.O.M.I.
do we leave him respond?
Nah, it's irritating as well because even Lawrence, because he's not really too deep into his culture.
Yeah.
He's still everything is correct with the way he spells our names.
Yeah.
But you,
Listen,
true.
how Lawrence spells our names, or Lauren for short, like, listen, that's his business, Tom. That's it. That's how he interprets it. But shout out to Lauren. He has a Twitch called Panda Senpai.
his name is Lawrence.
Yeah, we call him Lauren for short. But yeah,
I don't
Twitch
like this
called
wee
Panda
word
Senpai.
that you're using, Taff. I don't like it, bro.
As a collective, that's what we do. You know.
Tasha's going against everything he's been preaching this whole episode.
But respect to people's names.
No, but respectfully, like I said, a bit of banter with the lads, bro. Like, that's the episode title, banter with the lads.
Sure with the
It's not what it seems.
Yeah, but I guess what if you come across someone who does hold their name to a lot of pride, really? So no matter what, if you're not pronouncing your name right, they're not happy with it.
Don't talk to them. Don't address them by their name.
It's tough.
Don't talk to them. You're being silly. Man.
No, you still talk to them, but you don't address them by their name. You know them things like
So
when
let's
you
go back
get
to the
someone
first
saying,
thing.
hey, like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, like when you don't remember someone's name, you have to fish out.
That's a
okay.
first encounter thing.
No, but but sometimes you first encounter one.
Yeah.
They say their name, you say their,
Yeah.
you say your name. You meet them later on.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
I hate that.
At which point you just you have to fish. You have
Yeah.
to fish. Let me see your ID.
I mean, it's not even that deep. But I just mean the encounter of forcing your pronunciation on someone's name. It's like, Mo, you said people are entitled. They have the right to do that. But how do you respond to that?
No, wait. You don't. You have a right to. Everyone wants their name to be said correctly. Now, imagine your name is just extremely difficult. You can either be a prick.
Okay, so now they're
No, wait, listen. You need to be a prick.
You mean
and say-
unreasonable?
unreasonable.
Yeah.
An unreasonable person, aka a prick, and decide that if it's not being said properly, then this person is disrespecting you, despite the fact that they may be trying. Yeah. Or you can be a nice, compassionate, reasonable person and accept that, this name is difficult. Some people can be able to say it, some people aren't. If they're not able to say it, they can call me this instead. Something, but you suggest something else that you want to be called. Like instead of them giving you a name, you give them a name. For example.
okay. So
Like you give people Safari now, right?
yeah.
Exactly. So you've given a name out there that is easy to say because one Ghani started to say.
Okay.
So you've breached that problem. It's all calm now.
All right then. General Mo has spoken and he's given a command. If you do not adhere to his rules, he will strip you of your name and rebrand you.
Probably a bit of prison time as well,
By
maybe.
force. Yeah, but I guess what's the most difficult name you guys have heard?
Encountered the one you said earlier.
Yeah.
Really?
I can't say it. I can't. I'm trying to imagine. Like when I hear names, I try to imagine the word in my head.
Oh Lord.
I can't.
Golile is. I think it has an X. The click for that one.
Well, then there we go.
X.
Let's speak.
And the click for Muveko starts. Obviously, it's an N.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's different types.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Same language,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm unique and shit.
Feel special and shit. But yeah, names. I'm just trying to think of like the most complicated name but I've definitely been guilty though of pronouncing someone's name incorrectly and then eventually correcting myself. But it took a while. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a sticky one, really. Especially if your name's especially if it's something that you always get all the time too. Really, because imagine some cases where it's like it's hard to give that person a nickname based off the name that they have, and they're just constantly hearing like people pronouncing their names wrong, and then they'll have a nickname. So it's like, what do you do at that point?
Yeah.
So it's a bit tough, but
It is what it is.
yeah, just gotta hold
But
it.
Lila Lela is Sliders podcast. Mina, you, Gustav, and Davanya.
Did he catch you guys off guard?
No, that was cold. I thought that was cold.
Well, and
I was
it's
just
true. You
thrown
cannot
off.
have a good moment with these people.
No,
fam.
it was
I was just
cold.
throwing
No,
off.
no,
I was
it
just
was
throwing off.
Toby.
Wait.
I even pointed as a prompt.
Wait.
I scrapped the whole
I
thing,
was
man.
still off.
It's been who's tough. You've been listening to Siders podcast and all that good shit. Siders Miami, you know the drill. We got a GoFundMe and that. All right, you niggas sign out. There you go. There you go. You niggas do your shit.
I'd like to apologize, Taff. That was great. I was just
no.
startled.
No, I'm tapping out.
It's Toby the guy, senpai.
It's Mo, aka YB and the Mo. Check out my new mixtape.
That's your boy Tom. Make sure to follow us on Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube page. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Feel free to share. And thank you for your support so far. And there's no GoFundMe page.
Yeah,
It's
there's
their Patreon. Soon land, because we're not gonna get money for free stuff.
If you're still listening, just go to the GoFundMe, fam. Like, honestly, you're part of the 1% that listen to the very, very end, to the final minute. You don't want to go to the GoFundMe. Come on.
Anyway, catch you guys later.
Yeah, sliding out.